already went through and painted our Canopic Jar neutral colors to resemble like the images at your table. Okay. The next step is we're going to start to finish that. So if you did not finish painting the rest of your bottle, that is your first step to finish painting the whole thing. Make sure there's no white spots. Everything is painted. It's nice and neat and clean. You have a nice rectangle painted on the center. That's where your name is going to go with hieroglyphics. The next step is we're going to work on the head. Now the head, you can add a couple more colors to it, but we're not going to use like pinks and lime greens and those crazy colors. So things that you would see in ancient Egyptian times. So I have chose to do blue and green. I'm going to also use some brown on it. So if I want to go in here, I can paint these stripes, maybe different colors. Maybe I want the base stripe to be a certain color. I'm using a tiny brush, so I'm using those details. Now some of this paint, you might need to paint a second layer because it looks very thin. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing, sorry. It looks somewhat thin there. Okay, so I'm going through here and painting it, but notice I can still see the model magic coming through. So I'm going to let that dry and then come back down and paint a second layer of it. So we have good craftsmanship, everything is neat and clean. We're taking our time, we're doing it well. If I want to continue these stripes down, I can. Then I could do my blue stripes in between. That way it really starts to pop out there. So I could do something similar to that. If I want to paint the majority of my head, the brown color, or I could do a different contrasting color. Maybe I want to do my head a gray because my centerpiece here is a gray. Okay, so I need to go through and paint the rest of the head. Nothing too crazy. In days to come, I will give you some metallic paints that you can add different accents to. So we're painting our head and finishing painting the rest of our bottle.